Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I have a few quick reminders. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps us spread the word, allowing us to continue to grow this community. Next, I'd like to introduce our Patreon group, where we have 3 weekly meetings. On Sundays, we have a meditation meeting. On Tuesdays, we have book club meeting. And on Thursdays, we have open topic discussions. These meetings take place at 6 p.m. CEST, so Amsterdam, Paris time. For my next announcement, I'd also like to introduce the Reparenting Daily journal, which you can find on Amazon. This journal follows along with the podcast, so each weekly and monthly themes are reflected in the journal. It provides space for you to keep your notes with plenty of extra resources on each topic that we discuss. It's an excellent tool, and if you purchase it, you can join our weekly meetings for free. Just send me an email and we'll get you linked in. For the last announcement, I'd like to introduce one of my most meaningful creative projects, a 3-volume series entitled Fairy Tales for Reparenting. Now, you might be wondering, why fairy tales? Aren't those just for kids? But through my personal healing journey and in studying the work of Carl Jung, Marie-Louise von Franz, and other spiritual and psychological traditions, I've come to see fairy tales as powerful symbolic maps for transformation. They carry deep, timeless wisdom, especially for those of us doing the hard work of reparenting ourselves. The series follows the structure of the hero's journey. Volume 1 explores the wounded child, stories of loss, betrayal, and innocence. Volume 3 is about the trials of endurance, cunning, and self-discovery. And Volume 3 is the return, stories of transformation, power, and wholeness. Each story is followed by journal prompts and space to reflect on how each story connects to your own inner healing journey. These are not just tales, they're tools. They're an invitation to connect with the part of you that still believes in magic and possibility and healing. You'll find both familiar classic and lesser-known stories from cultures around the world, offering you fresh insights and inspiration on your path. All 3 volumes are now available on Amazon. Your support means so much to me, not just for this project, but for the larger mission of helping myself and others reconnect inwardly. Reparenting is like nurturing a bonsai tree. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but with care, patience, and consistency, it will transform you. Thanks so much for being here and for supporting this work, and also for committing on your personal journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is from the ACA Daily Meditation. It's entitled Reparenting. Just as a reminder, we're in August, and the theme for this month is Healing the Inner Child. We're at the end of week 2, which is August 8th until the 14th. And the theme for this week has been Reparenting Your Inner Child. Reparenting. The need to reparent ourselves comes from our efforts to feel safe as children. Big Red Book, page 83. Because of our dysfunctional childhoods, we usually see things differently than others. We don't feel all warm and fuzzy when we see a TV commercial where a salesperson loudly claims, "Come on in, we'll treat you like family." In our minds, that doesn't sound like such a good thing, because our families weren't safe. And when we feel compelled to buy a greeting card for a parent, we are grateful we can find something in the humor section rather than choose one that gushes with gratitude. But underneath the humor, there's a deep sadness. In ACA, we learn to recognize the reality of our feelings. We make a choice that instead of remaining under layers of dysfunction, we will take a positive step to reparent ourselves using the tools of ACA. These steps and the path on may not always be crystal clear, but we keep coming back until we find where we need to go. Along the way, we grieve the loss of what might have been, and we work towards someday getting to a place of forgiveness, which will help us far more than anything else. On this day, I honor my feelings and the reality of what was in order to choose a new way of living and reparenting myself. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. In the context of our August theme, Healing the Inner Child, today's reading reminds us that reparenting is not an abstract concept. It's a deeply personal response to an unsafe and unloving past. For many of us, words like family and home don't carry warm, safe memories. They may trigger discomfort, sadness, or even mistrust. This is why healing the inner child means giving yourselves permission to tell the truth about what our family environment was really like. We don't heal by pretending it was better than it was. We heal by honoring reality, grieving what we didn't get, and then deliberately creating a new internal environment that feels safe and nurturing and loving. Within the week two's focus on reparenting inner child, this reading calls us to step into the role of parent that we needed but never had. That means not only giving ourselves love and encouragement, but also creating safety, stability, and trust inside of our own lives. It's about making choices that align with self-protection and self-respect, while also allowing ourselves to mourn what we lost. As this reading reminds us, forgiveness, when it comes, isn't about excusing what happened. It's about freeing ourselves from the grip of the past so we can live in the present as our own loving parent. As we go to the journal prompts today, number 1, how do you personally react when you hear phrases like what treats you like family or home is where the heart is? What emotions or memories come up? Number 2, what greeting card would you design that reflects the truth of your childhood while still honoring your healing journey? And number 3, what are specific ways you can give yourself safety and comfort today that you didn't have as a child? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back, welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.